You know what? I'm so sorry, Miss Wilson. That restaurant was a bit expensive, wasn't it? For me, that's normal, but it might have surprised you at the meeting. I wasn't sure if you were able to get anything at all. Hello there, Tanya. There's no need for such formal apologies at this time. I see what you mean by how you felt. It was indeed a bit more expensive than I expected, but the prices on the menu seemed different. It's okay for you to call me Carly. Oh, don't worry about such formalities. I hope that it's okay to address you by your first name while we have conversations. Oh, okay, Carly. Well, I suppose it's all right to use our first names with each other. I was just wanting to be more polite, that's all. But I'm afraid it might be weird to be so casual when I'm talking to someone like you. Oh, please, we're about to become relatives soon, are we not? I think it would only be natural for us to be on a first-name basis and for all of us to get along. Oh, well, thank you, I guess, for thinking that. I suppose I'll just call you Carly from now on. It's nice being more on a first-name basis, even though you struggle with money, right? I'm surprised you remember the prices written on the menu, since I don't look at the menu. I don't remember. Regardless of the price, I eat what I want and drink what I want. Wow, you're like that whenever you go out for dinner? Is that so? Well, that's very interesting. Actually, that's quite impressive. I guess you just do whatever you like no matter how much things cost. Wish I could do that. Well, to be honest with you, Carly, you don't really look like someone with high capabilities, but don't take it the wrong way. I'm just giving my honest opinion, and I think I've got the right to do that at this point in time. Well, it's not like I have any special abilities. Besides, I come from a single-parent household, so I don't have much money, status, or ability. I didn't have a lot when I was raising my son. When I see someone like that, I just can't leave them alone. I always end up wanting to treat them to something nice. But sometimes it's very difficult for me to accept someone so poor who can't even afford some food. Oh, I suppose I get it, but I do have one request, if that's okay to ask. I'm just wondering about something. I don't know, maybe I'm just a little anxious about this meeting. I know it's important. Yes, of course, Carly. Oh, you can tell me anything, since we're both mothers and need to stick together. But you do know that you can come to me for anything, okay? Does your husband know about the position that I'm in? Have you mentioned anything to him about me? I heard that he's more understanding when it comes to other people. Oh, are you talking about Rick? No, I've not gone into much detail about you with him. We haven't had many chances to talk lately. He's been acting all nervous, and it doesn't make me want to have many conversations with him at all. I think that it's best for others to get to know you themselves instead of hearing things from people other than the person they're mentioning. I see what you mean. I completely agree with that, Tanya. Thank you for not saying anything. But I would like you to know one thing about me, okay? I can explain things myself. If I know about the information that you give to me in advance, I'll have to be more careful with what I say, or people will start judging me really quickly. I just want to build a good relationship with the mother of the groom. She'll soon be my son's mother-in-law, and I don't want to get on your bad side. When I talk to him, I plan to talk about the company, and then I'm more in control of what's being said. Is this all okay with you? I didn't mean to spring this on you too much. No, of course, you're fine. I'll let you do the talking for yourself, and I'll make sure that everyone is on their best behavior for the family meeting. I hope you being poor and having no status doesn't become a problem in the future. I'm sorry for putting too much attention on you. I just want everyone to have a good time whilst they're getting to know you. We want you to feel more included and to be a part of this family, even if you're poor and everything. I get what you mean, but I just wanted to keep more of a low profile, so please don't worry too much about this. Just, please, don't tell your husband anything. That would be great. But I'm looking forward to meeting him and having a nice dinner as a family. It'll be really fun. I hope that we can have a good time together while eating some really nice food. Me too. Oh, I hope we'll have a lot of fun getting to know one another and talk about our lives and our careers. I'll tell my daughter not to worry. I'm sure that we'll all have a ball together. I'll try not to bring up you being poor too much. I feel less worried now about it than before I told you, so thank you. We're going to become a family after all, so it's best to keep the communication open. I'll see you at the family meeting. Why, hello again, Carly. I was hoping to message you again because I've got a few concerns about what's going to be said at this family meeting. We need to talk immediately about this, otherwise this could be a disaster for me. Oh, hi there, Tanya. What is it? It's very nice to hear from you again so soon. I'm looking forward to meeting you tomorrow and joining our families together. But what are these concerns you're talking about? So I was asking Daisy a bit about your family. I just felt it was better to talk to you about this in advance rather than at the dinner table so that no one chokes on their food or anything when they're expressing how they feel. It's paramount that we talk about this right now. It can't wait any longer, and I don't think I can stand this being on my mind either. It concerns you and how you've gotten to this point in your life. Oh, okay. What is it that you wanted to talk about, Tanya? Are you sure it can't wait until the dinner? Must this be discussed over the phone like this? So I had no idea that Brian was raised in a single-parent household. That he was raised by only you. Were you trying to hide that little piece of information about you? Huh? What do you mean? Why are you even talking about this? How is this something that you needed to know? I don't think this sort of information is important for everyone in a family meeting to know. Well, your son never mentioned anything up until now about his upbringing. I just got the impression that he's ashamed. He was obviously hiding it. But to be honest, I was actually shocked to find out that he came from a single-mother household. I never would have guessed that about him at all. Sorry, I just don't understand why you brought this up, Tanya. Why are we having this conversation? It's not very good to talk about this through messaging. I guess it's kind of hard to believe that Brian would hide the fact that he was only brought up by me, but I didn't think many people cared about that. Daisy knew about this information, and she's also met just me, so she knows everything about the family situation. Your daughter shared no judgment and was fine with everything. So you're telling me that Daisy knows everything that she needs to know about your family? Is that what you're trying to say? I can't believe she never said a thing to me about it. Did you tell her not to? Even though she knew about this, I don't see how my son has done anything bad by not telling you every single thing about him yet. I don't get why knowing that is such a big deal. Look, I'm sorry, I might not be understanding or something, but what is your point in this conversation exactly, Tanya? I'm just really confused, and I thought that we'd be trying to get along. If I actually knew that your son was from a single-parent household, I would have told him that he couldn't marry my daughter. I would have never permitted it. I'm sorry, but what did you just say to me? Are you telling me that Brian wouldn't have been allowed to marry Daisy because he was raised by only one parent? I know that Brian works for a really well-established company, and I've heard that he's gotten a good education as well. I assumed his family would have been successful since he is. So I just thought that his parents are good people that put a lot of effort into getting a good education and being successful in life. Oh, is that what he told you? Oh, my son is definitely one to brag about his success, which is fine. He's done well in life. A lot of people come from different backgrounds, and I think my son isn't ashamed of sharing it. Yes, but I never expected that he was brought up by a single mother. It just doesn't make that much sense to me. Single mothers just sit at the bottom of society, you know. Excuse me? What did you just say to me? You think that because I have no husband, I've got no choice but to sit at the bottom of society? Look, all I want to happen today is for you to cut ties with your son, Brian. We can't have a single mother associated with our family. It's just not right. A family is supposed to contain a husband and wife and their children. If you do this, we'll allow him to marry Daisy, then everyone's problems are solved. Your son will be happier without his single mother. I really don't understand where you're coming from at all, Tanya. This is insane. You really think that single parents sit at the bottom of society? Isn't that what I've been trying to tell you throughout this entire conversation? I can't believe that he came from a poor single-parent family. I can't believe that he kept a secret like this until the moment we all decided to meet up with one another and for him to marry my daughter. I feel like I can't trust anyone anymore. It's ridiculous. I shouldn't have been kept in the dark about this. It's very important that we understand everything about you. You can't just assume that a single-parent household is sitting at the bottom of society. It makes it sound like we've been in poverty his entire life. I don't understand why Brian would hide this kind of detail about his family, but it's just a misunderstanding, okay? But I'm glad he eventually said something to you. There's no need for you to act like this. Hey, I never misunderstood anything, all right? Unfortunately, everything has been set up for tomorrow, but it should be okay if we cancel your part in the meeting, right? Aside from that, I don't really have anything else to talk about with a woman who sits at the bottom of society with the rest of the single mothers. Please, take it easy, Tanya. You really know nothing about me, so you need to stop assuming things this instant. I was looking forward to tomorrow. It's an important opportunity to get to know each other as a family. It would be terrible if I was made to cancel all of it because of a misunderstanding, right? Carly, I don't get what you're talking about because there are no misunderstandings here. You're a single mother, are you not? I've got no desire to be associated with a poor woman like you. It's just not a good look. If you don't cut ties with Brian, then I've got no choice but to reconsider this marriage. I'm planning to tell Daisy what's going to happen if you don't do this. We don't want you involved with this family. This isn't going to work, and I have no intention of trying to get along with you, you piece of filth. No, there's definitely a misunderstanding because you understand who I am as a person. To be honest with you, I'm not poor. When are you actually going to read my messages properly and understand what I'm saying? Look, how about we just talk about each other's background tomorrow at the dinner? Like I said before, it's a great chance to get to know each other. I do apologize that it's come to this, but you really need to stop making these assumptions about me, okay? Wouldn't it be better to meet and talk this out first than do this over messaging? We'll be digging holes deeper and deeper if we keep messaging like this. Well, by the looks of it, I guess you're not going to cancel your reservation at our table tomorrow. You're going to end up regretting this decision. Tomorrow you'll be in an upper-class restaurant, so you, a poor woman, will be so happy, won't you? I bet you've got nothing nice to wear, either. I don't think I'll be acting the way you assume I will, but thanks for the advice you're giving. I'll also be a little more careful with what I choose to wear. Well, the better thing to do would be not coming to the dinner tomorrow, okay? I've given you a lot of advice, so you need to take it seriously. And again, I thank you for that. But this is all for my son, and I'll put him first in this. I've got no plans to cancel. I'll see you tomorrow for the family meeting, Tanya. Whatever concerns my son concerns me. Okay, you've made your point in this. You should have taken my advice. You need to go home early. Don't even think about showing your face in front of my family again. Wow, I am stunned by your reaction, Tanya. I thought that you were a grown woman who knew how to treat people better. How can you be so rude and judgmental? I never expected that Daisy's mother would be so arrogant. How could you be like that in front of so many people? It's crazy. Have you actually lost your mind? Are you serious with that line, Carly? A poor woman's words like that don't even hurt me. At least I'm not a single mother like you. Hey, I had to hold myself back since we were all greeting each other for the first time before my son gets married to your daughter. This is about them, not us, so you need to be more mature in this situation. I've hit the limit of my patience, so of course I'll be going home. Please give my regards to your husband, Rick. I'm sure he's not impressed with how this has turned out. My husband will be coming to the restaurant sometime soon, but I'll have dinner with my family and then we will leave. I'm sure my husband wants nothing to do with you either, Carly. I bet that you really wanted to eat at a really high-class restaurant. You know, I really wish you could have eaten that food that was specially prepared for you. When it comes to cooking, do you even call them dishes? What makes you think that I don't know anything about food? Do you really think I'm not as educated as you? Well, I know that being in a restaurant like this is such a treat for you. Since you're a poor person, you should eat as much as you can. I really didn't expect my son's own mother-in-law would be down on his mother so much. To be honest, I'm shocked that a mother has this sort of attitude. Would you please hold back on making me cut ties with my son? It's a horrible idea. What if I were to make a complaint about you? Huh, yeah, sure you will. If you were to come back inside now, I'll feed you some food, okay? But I did say yesterday, you'll regret it if you do anything. Wow, you look down on me and then you're overjoyed at the fact that I walked out of the restaurant. You're the one who's going to regret the joy you have. I hate to break it to you, but you'll soon see what hell feels like soon enough, Tanya. You'll be the one regretting all the actions you took. Karma works in mysterious ways, you know. What the heck? What the hell are you even talking about? Do you really think over-exaggerating is going to do anything to me? If you wanted to eat with me that much, you should have come back here and sat at the table. I'll admit you've got a lot of courage, but it doesn't change where you've come from. Let the two families meet and we can enjoy dinner at a 5-star restaurant. Oh, if only you weren't a poor single parent and think that one dish is a whole meal. All right, that's it. I've had enough of this. I feel uncomfortable being in this conversation, so if you'll excuse me, I'll leave. It seems like my son will be going home with you today, so I'll leave you all to it. I'll just try and take my mind off of this. This is too much for me right now. I don't need this.
Tanya, you need to listen to what I'm about to say to you. What did you say to that person? You need to tell me every single detail of that conversation right now. I mean it.
Huh? What on earth are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking about. Oh, you need to give me a bit more of an explanation.
I was late for a meeting because I ran into Brian and he talked to me. Did his mother already leave to go home? I heard that you only had her there so that you could target her with your terrible attitude. Don't you think you're mistaken? Are you kidding me with this crap, Tanya?
Oh, you met up with Brian. Oh, that's nice, dear. That's right. I guess I did kind of target her. You know full well that a woman at the bottom of society is not suitable for being in this family. So I told her nice and politely to not show up to the dinner and to just go home. What's so wrong with that? We don't need her kind around here.
Are you kidding me, Tanya? Would you cut the crap? Why do you always have to start drama? This is why I never tell you anything.
Excuse me? Oh, you can't just talk to me like this, Rick. What on earth are you talking about anyways? Why don't you tell me things?
Because you always read things the wrong way. Don't you understand what you did? That person you pushed away is the president of my company.
Huh? What person? Who's the president of the company? Oh, what are you talking about, Rick? Rick, you're not making a lick of sense to me.
Brian's mother, Carly, the one you've been treating so horribly, is the president of the company I work for. President Wilson. Do you have any idea what you've done right now? Can't you imagine all the blood rushing to my cheeks? I'm so embarrassed. Do you understand what you've done? She's my boss.
Whoa. Just rewind a little bit, okay? What are you saying? I've got no idea what's going on. I'm so confused, Rick. Are you saying that Carly is your boss? Not that miserable and poor single mother. Oh, surely not. You must be mistaken.
You're seriously the scum of all humanity, Tanya. Why did you treat her this way just because she raised her son as a single mother? Her husband was actually the previous president of the company. Unfortunately, he passed away in a car accident over 10 years ago.
Oh God, are you being serious? Look, I had no idea that any of that happened to her and that her husband was the last president of your company.
I was the one that asked her son to marry our daughter in the first place. I feel like that's a pretty coherent conversation, Tanya. I was so happy that our children decided to get married to each other. Originally, I was the one asking Carly to set them up as a couple.
What the heck are you saying? Why didn't you tell me such important matters? You should have kept me in the loop so none of this would have happened. I had no idea about all of this at all. I had no idea that Carly was the president of the company. It was so hard to imagine her as a president. What's so bad about me acting like I did?
President Wilson didn't want people to pay too much attention to her high-level position. I didn't say anything because I wanted us to get to know each other. Not as career people, but as family, the way we should have done it. I really thought that you had more manners than what you showed, but I was wrong. I really never expected anything like this to happen. This is all your fault, you stupid woman. How could you treat her like that?
Okay, just hold on a minute. Daisy just left. Where the heck is she going? Oh, for goodness sake, if things continue like this, I'll be alone in this restaurant. It's going to be so awkward sitting at this huge table. Oh, this was not supposed to happen. This is all that woman's fault. She should have just been truthful about herself. Can you please hurry up and get here, Rick? Let's just discuss things and think about all of this together. If we just put our minds to it, we can come up with a solution. Oh, it's not that big of a deal, is it?
No way am I coming over there just so you won't be alone at a table. It's completely impossible to reason with you, Tanya. You've really screwed this up for me, your daughter, and this whole family.
What did you just say to me? What's so impossible about talking to me? All you had to do was tell me the truth. If you just told me in advance, none of this would have happened, so don't throw all the blame on me.
I never told you anything because you're always so quick to judge people before you get to know them. I can't even look at your face right now. You also need to leave the restaurant right now. Even if I go and apologize to President Wilson, it doesn't change what you said and did to her. For now, the reservation will only be for Brian and Daisy. It wouldn't be good if you were still hanging around and ruining the mood, so get out. You've caused enough trouble for one day and for a lifetime, to be honest. How dare you treat a widow so badly? She never asked for this single mother life. How dare you be so rude?
Wait, Rick, don't you think you're being a little bit too harsh right now? Oh, wait, sweetheart, please, where are you going right now? Please, talk to me. Hello, Carly? Are you there? I really do apologize for messaging so late at night. Do you have time to talk by any chance right now? What do you want to say to me this time, Tanya? What could you possibly say so that it seems like you're looking down on me? I've got absolutely nothing at all to say to you anymore. I'm done listening to all the nonsense you say. You've said and done enough. Are you just trying to dish out more crap to make me feel bad? Oh, please don't say that. It's imperative that I talk to you right now. I've come here to apologize, but also say that isn't it terrible that we couldn't participate in the dinner tonight? I had no idea that you were the president of a company. I really did act a little rude tonight, and I shouldn't have. It was not good. If I had known that you were the president of my husband's company, I wouldn't have behaved the way that I did. Well, what you said to me told me all there is to know about you, Tanya. I know enough now about you and what judgments I need to make. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Carly, I just admitted that if I had known more about you, I wouldn't have acted like that. You know, Tanya, my managing director had something to say about your attitude. I can't trust people who turn their backs on me. He was right in not saying anything to you. The words you said and the way you behaved to me yesterday and today was enough for me to see. I've got no desire to become relatives with you. Okay, I understand why you would say that to me, but you calling off our children's marriage just because you don't like me is a bit far, isn't it? There's no way that I could possibly cancel their marriage when they go quite well together. I'm not that much of a self-centered person. Huh? What you're saying makes no sense then. We'll probably be relatives if this marriage still goes on, right? I'm Daisy's mom and you're Brian's mom. Well, I guess it was a good idea to have had you join us at the restaurant. I just wish I knew more about you. But I don't know why you got me kicked out, though. I guess you've misunderstood the situation once again, Tanya. I wasn't the one who kicked you out. You were kicked out by your husband, Rick. It seems like Daisy and Rick have grown really fond of me and didn't want me to be interrogated or berated by you. Huh? What do you mean that they've grown fond of you? What have you done for my husband and daughter to make them like you so much? You know why they like me, even if I don't have to tell you all the details. Your husband must have told you this himself, right? I don't get what you're talking about, Carly. I was told that he would get a divorce from me and that I would have to leave the house. I'm just feeling so emotional right now. I just can't think straight. There's no way that he's being serious, right? Oh, this can't be happening to me. Well, that's not something that I know about, Tanya. That's your own business that you have to deal with because of what you did. Your actions angered our managing director, who is normally really calm when issues arise. I guess this won't ever end for him unless he does something about it. Well, it sounds like now you'll have nothing to do with Daisy anymore, so there's not much reason to refuse their marriage, right? What do you mean by that? Are you telling me that Daisy and you will no longer be a part of my family anymore? How can you possibly do this? Don't you think you're taking this a bit too far, Carly? Oh, you do realize that she's my daughter, right? You can't make her leave me. I'm not making her or your husband do anything they don't want to do. Your actions have embarrassed her and Rick, and they just don't want you around anymore. We're going to let your family decide what they're going to do about this mess of a situation. To be honest, it doesn't matter to me if you get divorced or that they're cutting ties with you. Even if those things don't happen, I'm sure they'll still decide to not hang around a family member like you anymore. What? How dare you say something like that to me? My own family can't do this to me. I've come here to apologize, and this is what I get in return? I want Brian to be happy, and he's very happy with Daisy. She's a good girl, and she doesn't have any of your horrible traits. That's why I'm agreeing to them getting married. I want what's best for them. You obviously care more about status than anything else. At least I knew that they loved each other very much. With or without knowing my circumstances, you still made assumptions about me and decided to make me go away just because I'm a single mother. I lost my husband. I wasn't a single mother by choice. I can't forgive you for treating me like a poor person when I'm not. You shouldn't be treating anyone like that at all. Don't you think it's natural for me to have this sort of response? That I don't want you involved with this family after what you've said? Please don't do this to me. Please just ignore what I said and did earlier on. I've been reflecting on what I did, and I was definitely going a bit insane. I just automatically thought that single mothers are generally poor because their husbands leave them with nothing. I didn't know you lost yours. But now I understand what's going on here. Look, Carly, I'm really sorry for what I did, and I'll never do it again. Could you please mediate between me and my husband? He's not listening to me, and he won't return any of my calls. Since you're his boss, I'm sure he'll listen to you and he'll do what you say. Wait, what? Why are you getting me involved for? Why should I have to do it? Your marriage and the relationship you have with your daughter is none of my business. I'm not some witch who can magically fix your problems. My husband is really angry with me because I made you angry when I didn't mean to. I had no idea of your situation. This will all be resolved if you just tell Rick that you don't care and that we can all start over and just try and build a family together. Don't destroy my marriage. Tanya, you've brought this on yourself. You're destroying your own marriage, not me. Stop blaming me for everything that goes wrong in your life. I've got no idea where you're coming from with all of this, but I've had enough of it. You've completely betrayed your husband's trust in not making judgments. We all are simply rejoicing in the fact that the children are going to marry each other. I've arranged another meeting with us excluding you. I feel so sorry for Rick that it had to come to this, but you just ruined everything and, well, you've got to pay for it now. You can sulk and beg all you want, but nothing's going to change. Please, just do something to help me. Oh, what will happen if I get divorced? If that happens, I've got nowhere else to go. I'll be homeless. I don't want to be thrown out onto the streets. I don't belong out there. And that's not all. Daisy's also mad at me, right? Oh, just please help me out. Don't mess up my family any more than it already is. I'm begging on my knees right now. Please help me out and talk to my husband. I'm really over this entire conversation, so if you'll excuse me, I've got business to attend to. But aren't you glad this happened, Tanya? At least now you'll find out how a poor person feels, right? Please eat some rice before you get kicked out of your house. No wonder Rick wants nothing to do with you. You just screwed up everything just because you didn't want to listen. With that, I say goodbye to you, horrible woman. Stop judging a book by its cover. Get to know people first. It'll do you a lot of good to treat people better. You know what? I don't think I ever want to step foot into another 5-foot restaurant ever again because of you. You've put me off so much. In the end, Carly ignored Tanya for the rest of the night. Tanya tried to apologize to her over and over again, but it wasn't going to be enough. She tried to flatter Carly, but she was not paying her any attention. And of course, Daisy and Tanya's husband, Rick, also cut her out of their lives. Once they held another meeting without Tanya present, the meetings continued without her being there. They communicate way better without her around. Sounds like Daisy and Brian had an amazing wedding celebration and are happily married now. Tanya wasn't even invited, though she was the mother of the bride. She wasn't even allowed to come into the wedding venue at all. It's ironic how she couldn't attend, but it's the result of her own actions. There's no way that anyone would sympathize with Tanya on this. She brought it on herself.